guys, I'm Carolyn Cheng, I'm from Hong Kong. Before I start, some shameless self-promo. So I actually have a poetry blog called Reverie, and it's in my Instagram bio, so I try to write maybe like 3 poems a month during the school year, so yeah, hit the bell to be part of the notification squad and all that, but yeah. And yeah, so I have 2 poems for you all today, and the first is called Wine Mother, so here we go. Wine Mother. You came to me in a dream, you, with your wine-stained teeth and lips smelling of sex, and a certain sadness kicked off your heels, distilling itself from fermented fruit, humming as you sprawled on the kitchen floor. Even then, your hair fell perfectly around you, tendrils coiled on white tiles, snaking like my sick disdain watching from the counter. I felt that same sick even before the day I realized you were the dress I couldn't wear anymore, the day you realized this dress your prize for every meal, when you put your fork down first, for every time you noticed me cut dessert in halves, only to be halved half again was your appetite, even as I grew old and lied, prattling about your youth, sweet vitality, your immunity to indulgence, permission to feed. Half again was your appetite as you refused bread in good favor of wine, of something light, so light you wouldn't have to feel the weight pressed against your sides, bursting above your legs. I felt you. Even then, when you first kicked inside me, and all I could feel was a blackness. Moments later, I was all over the kitchen floor, gasping for phantom air, praying the swelling would go down, praying you wouldn't have to feel this too. Only you'd be 21, shit-faced and hating your every inch. Only you'd be 15, blank-faced reflection in the bathroom mirror, 13 and 45 and 7, staring at me, waiting to see if I'd go for a 3rd bite. Now your mouth is bloodied still, heaving up your sick. I can't look at you without tasting my own spit as my tongue crumbles in a cotton-mouthed prison. Look what you did to me. No, look what we did to us, the woman sucked out of us clean. Your body a sandbag in an armchair, mine no prettier than the flies waiting outside the door. Yes, feast, no, fast, hold, suck in the stomach, even if it keeps you alive. And the next one is titled Dirge, and it's inspired by the painting of Ophelia. I don't know how else best to describe it, but if you've seen BoJack Horseman, you know. But it's a great painting. I don't know who it's by, but yeah. Dirge. When the peninsula gave way to Hamlet's quatrains, I listened. For hymnal morning blossoming in its wake, the earth splitting its thighs as the peninsula sank under a spinal plateau, glacial rot and decay. I wondered if the peninsula's eulogy was that of infixable silence, save for the sudden gasp and far-cornered fingernails, the stir for a perianth in a second, doomed for dust and dirt. I watched as they struggled to fit your lore in the pockets of wretched Bohemias, and they carried your body to the sea. When the peninsula gave way to unfixable quatrains, I watched as your cold lips mouthed Ophelia, sank under the waves, silence marked by a single orchid placed on your open mouth, erupting a sigh of sin, hyacinth and poppy laid to rest on each eye. They are wrong to call you a nymph of violet circlets when they fetishize flowers so freely. They say you, the peninsula, sang your way to the sea, and I perked my ears for a sound. When you gave way to the unfixable, I watched as they shoved the radical and the reservoir into your lifeless frame, the twin first letters stabbing into your palm, the last consonants dripping from the grave, a marking of Messiah, except you were no God. Just a petal of a poem cast to faithless song and whispered hymn. Perhaps to describe your death as music is perverse and no different in violation. When the peninsula gave way to Hamlet's quatrains, I listened.